Have you ever felt like your world shattered in a single moment? Like the person you trusted the most became the source of your deepest pain? You know, I cannot describe the kind of pain that a wife goes through kapag na-experience niya yung betrayal or adultery in her marriage. Kasi I went through it and ako mismo until now, hindi ko alam kung gaano kalalim, gaano ka-painful, kasi sobrang indescribable talaga yung pain na may experience ng isang wife kapag nagkaroon ng betrayal at adultery sa kanyang marriage. And I'm sure a lot of wives kung na-experience ang adultery or betrayal sa kanilang mga marriages or even, while watching now ay na-experience or going through betrayal in their marriages, would really agree na there's no word that can describe the kind of pain that a wife goes through kapag merong betrayal sa kanilang mga marriages. And what I want you to know is that it does not have the final word in your life. So this is Lourdes Galang and welcome to the Healing for Your Soul. This channel I've created, which is the Healing for Your Soul, share ko lang sa inyo kung bakit ako nag-create ng channel na to. Actually, it was God who led me to create this channel because I've experienced betrayal, adultery in my marriage. Not just once, but twice. And there was a big difference with the first betrayal that I've experienced in our marriage and also with the second betrayal. And God wants me to share the healing journey that He did in my life when I experienced the second betrayal. With the first betrayal that I have experienced, I had so much anger. I had so much resentment. I was unforgiving. Akala ko nakapagpatawad na ako when I accepted my husband back. Yung nilaban ko yung marriage namin, yung family namin, kasi ayoko magkaroon ng broken family yung anak namin at that time. Nag-iisa pa lang yung anak namin ng time na yon. And hindi ko kasi talaga ma-imagine kahit na naririnig ko from the people around me na, "Bata ka pa naman, puwede ka pa mag-asawa ulit niyan, maghanap ka na lang ng ibang husband, bagong family na lang." Hindi ko ma-imagine yung anak ko at that time na kung ako magmo-move on, magkakaroon ako ng panibagong husband, panibagong family, tapos yung anak ko, parang feeling ko maiiwan siya. Parang hindi siya magiging belong dun sa bagong family na yun na ike-create ko kung magpapaka-selfish ako. That's what I was thinking back then na naging dahilan for me to really fight for our marriage kahit na nagkaroon ng betrayal. I fought for my husband, for our marriage, and for our family. And I thought I have forgiven him, pero hindi pa pala. For 15 years that we stayed together after the first betrayal, at nagkaroon pa kami, binless pa kami ni Lord ng, 2 girls. So, we have 3 kids and I thought I've forgiven him pero hindi pa pala. Kasi I was living in so much pain. Lagi ko naaalala yung ginawa niyang betrayal at lagi kong sinusumbat sa kanya. So, naging toxic yung pagsasama namin. I couldn't trust him, hindi ko siya magawang pagkatiwalaan, and I had so much doubts. I couldn't believe whenever he tells me that he loves me kasi in my mind, paano mo masasabing mahal mo ko, eh, niloko mo nga ako. So I had, those doubts, those fears. I had so much anxiety. It was really very toxic. I was in the darkness. I was so blinded with my pain, with my anger, with my resentment, with my bitterness because of what happened sa betrayal. And I had so many wounds as well. From my childhood journey, I had wounds already. And so when I got into our marriage, I was already broken. And 'di ba sabi nila hurt people hurt people. And at that time, all I was doing was to really hurt my husband. I how can there be love from my heart when there's just so much pain and anger and unforgiveness? So yun yung difference. And then the turning point in my life was when the Lord allowed the second betrayal in our marriage. Ang difference is that with the second betrayal that happened in our marriage, God started his healing journey with me. Nung first betrayal, we were both Christians, me and my husband, but I didn't really have a personal and intimate relationship with the Lord. Like, I knew about God. We were attending church, we were attending couples D group, but I really wasn't intentional in knowing God and to have a personal relationship with Him. And I even had this line na lagi ko sinasabi kay Lord whenever I would read my Bible, my devotions na, Lord, ayokong mag full-time sa'yo, hanggang part-time lang ako, parang hanggang dito ka lang sa ano, sa buhay ko. I was setting boundary sa relationship ko kay Lord. And yun yung naging difference dito sa second betrayal. Kasi with the second betrayal, that's when I got so tired chasing after my husband. Kasi ito na naman, nilalaban ko na naman dahil ayoko nga na magkaroon kami ng broken family. We had 3 kids, I wanted to fight for our marriage and I was trying to do everything from my own strength. Like lahat na ng alam kong puwedeng gawin para mailaban ko yung marriage namin, para pabalikin si husband, para tumigil na siya sa relationship niya with the other woman because it's adultery, 'di ba? It's an adulterous relationship. I did. I tried to do things from my own strength though. I was trying to control and manipulate the situation so that our marriage will be okay. And so I thought na magiging okay yung marriage namin. And so, inantay ni Lord na sobrang mapagod na ako. And dahil sa napagod na ako, it came to a point wherein I really knelt down to God. You know, that one night wherein I knelt down and prayed and asked the Lord, nasabi ko, Lord, pagod na ako. Ayoko na. I don't wanna chase after my husband. Ayoko nang habulin si husband. Gusto ko ikaw na lang yung hahabulin ko, Lord. Take me to that place in my heart wherein it will just be you and me and I will be okay. Yun talaga yung naging prayer ko kay Lord. And, you know, after praying that, the Lord started to move in my heart and in my mind. And there was a shift in my heart kasi after that, the Lord started to enable me and sustain me to go through the process of the healing journey that He had already planned for me. And I'd like to share with you this verse from Psalm 147, verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Because that's what the Lord did with the healing journey that God made me experience. He really gave me full and complete healing. My husband, as of the moment, as I'm recording this video, is still not back at home with us. The Lord has not yet restored him back to us and back to him. And our marriage is still in the works of God working things out for our marriage restoration. But the reason why I'm starting this channel is to show all the hurting wives and even the hurting women that it's not all about pain. When God promises us that He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, I tell you, God really binds up all our wounds. Kasi sa healing journey na pinexperience sa akin ni Lord, hindi lang yung wounds ko from the betrayal and adultery that happened in my marriage. Even all the childhood wounds that I've had with my parents, with the people who caused me so much pain, 'di ba? While growing up kasi we meet some people in our lives, yung mga family, friends, and relatives tayo, and even from our parents na sometimes doon yung pinanggagalingan ng pain or wounds natin as a child, 'di ba? If we feel unloved, unworthy, rejected, or abandoned, lahat yon God made sure na He really closed all of the wounds so that He could fully heal and completely heal me. And that's what I want to share with this channel, that I'm not just going to talk about the pain, that every wife or every betrayed wife goes through when there's betrayal or adultery in their marriages. But it's more about knowing who God is in our lives as our ultimate healer, our God who is our heavenly Father, and our God who is our heavenly husband. And it's all about the God who restores every area in our lives. So, for all the hurting wives and women who will be watching and following this channel, what can you expect from this channel? First, you will learn about the biblical perspective on betrayal. You can have a choice whether to have a worthy perspective in what's happening in your marriage with the betrayal that happened, or choose to have a biblical perspective. And when we say biblical perspective, it's coming from a godly perspective, how God sees what is happening in your situation. So, from the questions that you have na, Lord, bakit ako? Lord, bakit mo inalaw to sa marriage ko? It will shift into asking the Lord, Lord, how do you see me? Lord, how do you see the situation? Make me see what you want me to see in my situation right now and in what you are allowing in my life. So that's having a biblical perspective in what's happening with your marriage, not just with betrayal, but in every relationships that we have. So we can practice having a godly perspective all the time. And another thing that you will be able to learn from this channel is, of course, the practical healing steps, how to deal with the triggers. Ang daming triggers, 'di ba? Makarinig ka lang ng name, makarinig ka lang ng music or sound na baka related, 'di ba, with husband and the other woman. And if you go to a place na puwedeng pinupuntahan ni husband or ni other woman, it can trigger you. Negative thoughts, negative emotions na puwedeng mag-cause ng rage or anger kapag hindi pa nahi-heal yung heart mo. And about intrusive thoughts, 'di ba? Every day yan, I'm sure we are bombarded with intrusive thoughts, with the lies of the enemy. And of course, with the forgiveness versus trust struggle. Diba? Ito yung karamihan talaga hirap na hirap ibigay yung forgiveness. Full forgiveness. Merong iba sinasabi, napatawad ko na, parang alam ko pinatawad ko na, pero bakit ang sakit-sakit pa rin? Ba't hindi ko pa rin siya kayang pagkatiwalaan? So, you will receive some practical healing steps on how to overcome this. And financial and practical restoration. How healing touches every area of our lives. Kasi si Lord, when He restores us, He restores every area of our lives. So, that will include your home, your children, and your finances at the same time, and also yung peace, yung pagkakaroon talaga ng peace within your home, within your family. And I'd like you to know that, of course, this is a safe community, especially for all the hurting wives and women. And it's a community wherein you will feel that you are no longer alone, especially if you decide now to start your healing journey with the Lord. You will never be alone because you have God walking with you and this community, the Healing for Your Soul community that will walk with you and go with you through the process of God healing you. So, if you are a wife currently in the middle of the betrayal in your marriage, or you are still hurting, even if the betrayal happened a long time ago already, I want you to know your identity is not the betrayed wife. Your identity is being the daughter of the king. Now, healing is a process. It's not an overnight event. Okay, hindi naman siya in one snap. Pag sinabi mo kay Lord, pag pinag-pray mo na, Lord, please start my healing journey or i-heal mo na ako from this pain. Ayoko na maramdaman yung pain na to that is coming from the betrayal in my marriage. It's really a process. But the good thing is that this channel will be a weekly companion while you go through the process of God's healing journey with you. So if you think this channel will be a great help to you, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss the journey. And of course, I want to hear from all of you. In the comment section, just leave a heart emoji or a prayer request if you're ready to start your healing journey today. And remember, there is healing for your soul. God is close to the brokenhearted. I'll see you in the next video.